skip to content. Huge crowds gathered and anticipation built Saturday as invited wedding guests in frippery and finery slipped into Windsor Castle for the marriage of Prince Harry, the grandson of Queen Elizabeth II, and American actress Meghan Markle. Under brilliantly sunny skies, the guests presented their coveted invites as they were ushered inside ahead of the noontime ceremony in the Gothic street. George's Chapel within the castle walls. On the eve of the wedding, Harry had emerged from behind the thick stone walls of the castle on Friday to greet well-wishers clustered outside. It was an unconventional gesture, but by royal standards, it's an unconventional match. The prince, sixth in line to the British throne, is marrying an American divorcee who's had a successful TV acting career. She's even slightly older, 36 to his 33. The two met on a blind date set up by a mutual friend, conducted an under-the-radar romance, and announced their engagement this year. "Great, thank you," a smiling Harry answered when an onlooker asked how he felt, giving a thumbs up. He was flanked by his elder brother and best man, Prince William. Tens of thousands of spectators, many having traveled from far-flung parts of the world, flooded into Windsor on Saturday for a spectacle that is part Old England and part Hollywood. The guest list included royal relatives, friends of the bride from her TV legal drama, Suits, and army buddies of Harry, who served in Afghanistan. Many of the arriving female wedding guests wore elaborate headgear, fanciful concoctions of felt, tulle and netting. In the crowd outside the castle, spectators donned regalia of their own, paper crowns and plastic tiaras, Union Jacks deployed as capes, even a sprinkling of wedding dresses. One woman who was dressed as a bride displayed a placard that read, "Harry, I'm here," while her bridal-clad friend's sign read, "So am I." In Windsor, about 24 miles west of London, the Union Jacks were flying, security barriers were up and police patrols were constantly in view. Fans had already camped out for days. After a noontime ceremony at St. George's Chapel within the castle walls, the newlyweds are to ride a royal carriage on a circuit through the streets of Windsor to greet the public. Wedding details were still emerging Friday, the biggest news being that the bride would be walked down the aisle by Prince Charles, her father-in-law-to-be. Markle's 73-year-old father, Thomas Markle, a former Hollywood lighting director who now lives in Mexico, dropped out amid health concerns and controversy over staged paparazzi-style photos. In another departure from tradition, Meghan Markle was to be escorted to the castle by car with her mother, Doria Ragland. The two were spending the night at a hotel near the venue. The day's events were expected to draw a worldwide television audience of tens of millions, together with the throngs camped out in hopes of catching a glimpse of the couple. British media for weeks have been breathlessly following every detail about the festivities, the guest list, the dress, the flowers, the cake. Prince Charles's stand-in role was at the request of his future daughter-in-law, and Kensington Palace said the heir to the throne is pleased to be able to welcome Ms. Markle to the royal family in this way. Security was tight. Authorities are employing scanners, bag inspections, sniffer dogs, and barriers blocking off nearby roadways and the procession route. Even confetti throwing is being discouraged as a potential risk. Plus, police pointed out, it's messy. Queen Elizabeth II, Harry's 92-year-old grandmother, had long been expected to attend, and on Friday, Buckingham Palace announced that her 96-year-old husband, Prince Philip, will attend as well. Ill health has kept Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh, largely out of the public eye. Ragland met the Queen for the first time on Friday at Windsor Castle. They had tea. The Church of England ceremony will be performed by the Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby. Markle converted to the Anglican Church after she and Harry became engaged. Some 600 guests will be inside the chapel for the service. They include VIPs, relatives and friends of the couple, including some friends of Markle's from Suits, the television legal drama she starred in but is now leaving behind. Boyle is a special correspondent. 2:25 a.m. This article has been updated with crowds gathering and invited guests arriving before the wedding.